Is going down, y'all. It's your boy Optimo Ram. Y'all are tuned into the real deal, man. It's Thursday night, August 6th, 2026, and y'all are in the mix. It's your boy Optimo Ram, repping Optimo Radio, man. We started in 2010, and one of the first people I was working with was my partner named Chico Brick, man. He met up with me and we just started working and we've been grinding ever since because he's on that unspoken grind, you know what I'm saying? So Chico is going to be here with me co-hosting tonight and be doing a lot of stuff, man. We got a lot of fun things planned for y'all. And what's up, Chico, man? How you doing, dog?
What's going down, man? You can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm good. Okay.
Yes.
Man, I've been going through a lot over here, man. Experiencing some real H-Town life. You know what I mean? You came through and got a little feel for the H again. How you felt about your visit to Houston?
Man, it was so nice to be home. It was a little hot, dog. It was it was a little hot when I come. Usually when I come back to visit, it's like in September or March or
Okay.
Christmas or something like that. I came right at the damn end of July, August 1st, man, and well, it was hot as fuck, man. It
Yeah,
was hot.
yeah. That
But it's good to
there's some
be back,
different
man.
there's some different heat, man. Like, but
It's
shit.
a different type of heat for real. It's like living in the sauna. I'd be telling people out here in Oregon, man. I'm like, it gets hot out here, man, but living in Houston, it's like you live in a sauna. You go outside, man. It's just it's
Yeah,
it's
it's like
it's brutal. And I was
like a oven.
my ass. I was
Like an oven. Shit. But it was good
straight
to
up. Yeah,
see you, man. It was good to
look,
catch up because, like you said, we've been doing this for some years, man. We've been, but
straight
they
up.
never saw our face. They just knew our voice.
Yeah,
They
they knew
knew
the
who we
voices.
were. They
I
knew
gotta get used
Optimal
to
Radio. Yeah,
you know, I gotta be used because I'm over here. I was looking at some of those shows I was doing with Dopey, and usually I'll be like on the
yeah,
radio talking, but I'll be like on my phone doing some other shit. And I was like,
yeah,
I was all
yeah.
doing, I was talking on the air. I was like, man, I'm tripping, man. I gotta get this
I
together.
watched the little old interview we had when
Oh,
he
bro,
came
that
to the
little old
studio.
that was epic, man. That was like the beginning of the real shit, man. And when
Yeah,
we had
like
the
that's when it was.
streets up there,
Yeah, but that
that
was
little
Big
old
Jerb was there. Big Jerb
Jerv
was
was
there.
there, DJ Red was there.
Yeah, because
Shout
that
out to
was right before his show. That's when we did it on Sundays, the Sunday
man.
Swing edition.
Honestly, those were my favorite times right there, man. Those Sunday nights we'd be doing the Unspoken Grind Sunday Swing, and followed by Screwed
Yeah,
Up Records Tapes Radio with DJ Red in the
yeah,
mix, Big Bub, Big A. We got to see them this weekend. That was really
yes,
cool, man. I
sir.
hadn't seen Bub A in some years. I haven't seen Red in some years either, man. And
Yeah. I see Red on Instagram. Shout out to DJ Red. Shout out
my
to
boy
everybody that
DJ
screwed
Red,
up Click, man. That screwed up record
yeah,
and tapes. Uh,
straight up, man. They got some special
tonight,
shit going on.
yeah, tonight there's some stuff going down in Houston. It's Thursday. Uh, but it's not with them. It's just the big three. You know that boy Calvin Murphy is coaching the basketball team, but my boy EXO and Fastlane they performing at the Big Three thing. So that's pretty cool.
Oh, nice.
For
That's
the fans, the big league, yeah, Ice Cube got the 3-on-3,
yeah.
the Big Three, and so they're in town today. So this is gonna start the weekend off, and then Saturday is, you can tell the people what Saturday is. DJ
Saturday,
Screw
August
Day.
8th, man, George R. Brown Convention Center, DJ Screw Day. Oh, goddamn, man, it's going down. I'm so mad I missed it. I was bubbing and would give me some shit when I was talking to them. They're like, Ram, you're not going to stay in town for DJ Screw Day? And bro, I did not even like put two and two together that they were the one weekend apart.
Yeah,
I could
yes,
job work remote. What I should have did was came in town, worked remote all week, hang out here, and then stay for DJ Screw Day because I am really upset that I'm not going to be there because it is going to be an
yeah.
insane show, man. Like the concert plus the car show. It reminds me of back in the day when we used to have the Los Magnificos
Yeah.
show, man. I don't even know if that goes on no more, man. But like,
I think they still do that, but this is
yeah,
for a different cause, and it's like I seen the lineup. I seen Reno on there. I was like, oh snap, Reno,
yeah, Kate
Roll,
Reno's gonna be in the mix, man. That
man.
shit is super live, man. We got a. It's gonna be a special. It's gonna be a special event, man. Shout out to Big Bub and Big A holding it down, man. DJ Red, and them motherfuckers is the definition of holding it down, man. If there was a dictionary and had a picture of holding it down, it'd be a picture of Big Bub sitting right there next to it, just sub, man. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Ready?
them motherfuckers hold it down, man. Shout out to my
Yeah.
dogs. We've been gone. The mix has been
So
gone 10 years, dog. It's been 10 years since we were on the air, which is crazy to
yeah,
think about. seems like yesterday, man. A lot of lives
Man,
we a lot of life since then, though.
man, a lot of life, you know what I mean? A lot of business that had to be handled. But shit, we
Oh,
back on grind, man. We back on grind,
man,
and
it's unspoken, man.
this worldwide. We got to pick up where we left off worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Southside. But
Straight up South.
shit. Speaking of the Southside, hey, and we caught up. We talking about screwed up records and tape, but we seen them at the 30-year anniversary of UGK Riding Dirty, which was a one hell of a show, man. I haven't been in a dope concert like that in a while, man. But how'd
I,
you how'd you enjoy that, man? Because that was an
bro,
epic night.
that was epic night. Shout out to my dog Peter Best. He had a
Yes,
booth there. He
sir.
told me, he's like, Ram, he lives out here in Portland with me. He's like, Ram, you should roll down there with me, man. It's gonna be going down. I talked to Dopey. Dopey was like, Ram, you don't want to miss this weekend, man. I was like, all right. And then I'm missing the DJ Screw weekend. But the Riding
Yeah,
Dirty 30th anniversary, it's my favorite album of all time, man. Like it really is. Like that's if I was stuck on an island with only one CD for the rest of my life, it would be Riding Dirty. That's like, man, I know the whole album. I can like rap the whole fucking album all from front to back. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
it was so special, and the way they did it, where they performed each song of the album, and then they had somebody performing for Pimp C's verse, and then they had
I
Smoke
think
D doing
yeah,
his who we're gonna be having here in just a couple minutes to chop it up with. I'm real excited, man. Shout out to Smoke D, a
yeah.
UGK, and that's really
Hey,
exciting, man.
that was a dope setup. The stage setup, the way they had it
The
set up,
stage was
and
amazing.
the way it played out. Uh, with Smoke D and Ron Isley and I'm not Ron Isley, my bad, I'm tripping. I was just telling someone, Ronnie Spencer. Um, but that was epic, man. The way they had those prison jumpsuits and the jailhouse set up. They had the slab on the car. Shout out to Bun B, man. That boy put a hell of a
It
show
was
on,
live.
man.
It was all the way live, man. Yeah, the background images, everything
Man,
was
yeah, everything was
super.
dope. Especially you was right there when Roe came out. I
Bro,
seen
when
your
Ro came
pictures.
out, yeah, me
You
and,
you took some
Peter's
dope pictures right there. Yeah.
man, we got so lucky. Peter was just like, "Let's just go to the front, man." The security might have been a little loose, you know what I'm saying? And so we just kinda walked right up to the front and just start we was up there for, like, 3 songs, and then finally the lady came over and told me, she's like, "Boy, you need to get your ass up out of here." I was like, "Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I got what I came to get." And it was great, man. Zero killed it. He was, probably the guest highlight of the evening, I would say, as far as, like,
Well, he
performance.
got that anthem, man. Yeah, he got the
You got
anthem.
the anthem, did that Mo City Don. You got a great image. I feel like your video had better audio than mine. I think I was too close to the
I was
stage
right
too.
there in the front too, but I was on the other side, and
Yeah, yeah, that was a good
the shout out to the security that was there because where everybody was just vibing. No, there was no altercation, and
it
it was
was
just
no
people
beef,
standing
man, it
up.
was all love.
Yeah,
That
it
place
was people
was
was
packed.
just enjoying the show, filming, taking pictures. Like it was nice, but I was able to get a good little angle and experience that up close, man. Another person another group I was happy to see that night was Botany Boys, man. That was good, a
That
good
was a
sight to
special
see.
reunion.
Yeah,
Shout
that
out to
was
Willie
legendary.
and C Note and D Red, man. That was a special event too, man. To see
Yeah,
that. I was talking to Will before the show, and he was telling me that
oh,
they've only performed one time together in like 10 or 15 years or something like that. And so I didn't realize how special that was, man. That was wild. Man, shout out
yeah.
to Lil Mix in the chat, man. Showing us some love. Yeah, we said you couldn't make it to the show either, man, but it's all good, man. We're gonna tell y'all about it. And then we got
I need to
Smoke D
show.
joining us in a moment, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man, that ain't looking good. But yo,
Wow.
the show was something special, man. I got to tell you. I was I would say High Life was probably my favorite. That's
The
probably my
song.
favorite song on the album, aside, of course, One Day and everything, but like for me personally, High Life is probably my favorite song. And
Yeah,
man.
I personally like Woodwill. Woodwills is always was one of my favorite songs.
Oh yeah, that's probably my favorite UGK song for real. Uh
Yeah, like, and it happened to be on. It's on that album, so it's like that was a. It was another song that I was hoping. I know it's not. It wasn't on the album, but I was hoping they would have played. Bubble. What's the song? It just be like that sometimes. The Dom Perignon is supposed to
oh yeah,
bubble.
Don
It
Perry's
was,
supposed to bubble. Yeah.
yeah, that was. That was one of that's one of my favorite ones too. But uh, High Life definitely is top five songs.
My life, it's just so real, man. It is, it's real as shit, man. I That music just do something for me. You know, the Riding Dirty album, Pimp C's production, sorry, Pimp C's production, the vocals, the lyrics, the live instrumentation, all that
Yeah,
combined, just it really created the sound for Texas rap. I mean, that album I really feel like defined Texas rap because that was the beginning of the screw culture really starting, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
that was the start of the screw culture. So people were just starting to, you know, before that, people were getting they were getting their dose of Houston rap, but it was still, you know, before everything was screwed and chopped. You know, we had the Street Military, we had UGK, we had Big Time
Ghetto
Records,
Boys, we had everything. Like
Boys.
we had Houston had a whole different identity then, and
Hmm.
we still had our foundation. And what we just mentioned and UGK created a solid foundation for the years to come afterwards, man. And we still here to this day, man. Shout out to Big Crit. He he a
Already.
major artist from Mississippi that when you hear his music, you could tell like he was tapped in with Pimp C as a young man, loving music. You could tell that he fell in love with music probably through Pimp C, man, because I hear that sound, I hear that cadence. He just keeping his legacy alive. He paid homage to Pimp, and that's why and he produced like Pimp did. That's why Crit is one of my favorite artists that's around at the moment. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
He really represents the culture well, the trill life,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The vibe of UGK, yeah, and just keeping Pimp's legacy alive, man. He really, you can feel Pimp
yeah,
in his music. And yeah,
yeah. You can
that
hear.
country shit when he performs country shit, that's I love that song, man. So shout out to Big Crit. He liked my photos too, man. So shout out to Big Crit, man. That
Oh
was
yeah,
cool to see
yeah.
it
That's
pop up.
what's up.
Seen him pop up, man. That was cool, man.
No,
That shit
that
was
was dope. That was dope because Houston, man. Speaking of Houston as a whole, like we've been inspired. A lot of people have been coming down here and getting good recognition, like before that big stardom, like Drake, Nipsey Hussle. You know what I mean? And it's good to see artists like Crit and other artists come through here as a upcoming artist, man. But they all everybody tap into Houston, man. It's something about Houston that the world
Houston.
loves, man.
They love biting our shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they a
And
lot. Some of them pay homage though. That's what I was gonna get to.
yeah, no, yeah,
Crit
yeah, it's
is
true. Yeah, Crit,
Crit
people like that.
And Drake. I feel they really appreciate what Houston has done for them in their career. You know what I mean? And Nipsey was the same way because Nipsey mentioned Roll. You know what I mean? It's like as an artist like Nipsey to mention Jam and Roll, like that's like some epic stuff, you know. But we
That's all it was.
they definitely do be biting, though. They do be
They did. That's, I mean, you know, when you're doing things so player, you know, it's inevitable. You know what I'm saying? So it is
yeah.
what it is, man. And
But
man,
we trendsetters out here, you know how it is.
yes, we are, man. And speaking of
You set a
trends,
trend. Before we go anywhere else, you set a trend with this Optimo radio before a lot of this other stuff jumped off, man. So shout out to you, Ram. Give your flowers. You know what I mean? And I really
thank you, man.
appreciate you for giving me an opportunity to do Unspoken Grind radio show and get other people that haven't been heard an opportunity to be heard. And during that little time of my life, man, it was it was special, man, because it was like being part of Houston history. You know what I mean? Rap history, music history,
That's
just
real,
art
man.
history. Period, man. From poetry to R&B to rap. It's like we represent Houston worldwide. That's why I said worldwide because
Hmm.
I miss Optimo Radio, the little globe where you can see everybody that chimed
Yeah,
in, that little flag will pop up.
it was wild.
Name some
Oh man,
countries that
Germany, Japan, fucking Australia. They loved us in Australia, man.
yeah,
Shout out to
South
Adelaide,
Australia.
South
Yeah, South
Australia.
Australia.
They sent me shirts and everything, man. And man,
Yeah.
Finland, goddamn, all of
That was
Europe, man.
that was a beautiful sight to see when you just watch that globe spin and there's
Yeah, you see people popping
The,
in from all over the
the
world. That was
flag,
crazy.
man,
That was
from
really crazy.
Brazil. That was a crazy feature. I ain't never seen it anywhere else.
I know.
Since then, but
I miss that shit.
to
Oh,
see
man.
to get inboxes and stuff from people from overseas, that was like mind blowing to me because I'm like, man, I'm just
Yeah.
playing music. You know,
Yeah. Chico, I got something to tell you, man.
what
We
you
got a
got?
real
What you
special
got?
guest joining us here now, man. A legend, somebody who made the Riding Dirty album what it was, you know. Uh, without this gentleman, Riding Dirty wouldn't be the album it is. And I'm talking about none other than the legendary Smoke D, who's just joining us now, man. What's going on, homie? How you doing?
Oh, I'm chilling, bro. How you doing?
Doing good, man. You coming in loud and clear. So good to see you, man. Thank you so much for your time and joining us here on The Real Deal. It's my boy Ram and my boy Chico Brick. I'm Ram. It's
What's
my
up?
boy
What's up,
Ram.
man?
Okay, what's up, bro?
Chilling,
Man,
man. We enjoyed the show. We were just doing a little recap on the show. I want to give you major shout outs for what you did and what you've been doing since the jump. But that was a beautiful show to see. You know what I mean? Like it was classic. But appreciate you and all that you have done.
Yeah,
yeah,
man, I appreciate it. Thank you, man. I think it was a great idea. Bun came up with a great idea. I don't know whoever, but he presented it was a great idea. Yeah.
absolutely, man. That the way it was done was classy, fun, and it just, that album means so much to so many people. Everybody I know, that's like the one of the, top five most important albums. For me, it's number one. But for everybody, it's everybody that grew up in the South, that album is up there for everybody, man. And to be able to see that live with everybody performing and having all the different artists come in to fill in for Pimp, and then having you up there doing all your interludes, skits, things, man. Like, man, it was
Yeah, that
beyond
was
cool. Hey,
live.
I was telling you briefly. I was outside in the lounge, or the outside before you walk into the main stage area, and I heard you talking, and then I heard Ronnie Spencer starts singing, and I was like, "Oh man, I'm missing out, man." I just I hear
Yeah,
I ran
Yeah,
downstage.
yeah, because they start the
yeah,
show off with one day, man. I was like, that was an epic start right there. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
To just
it was
just to
yeah,
run down the album, and then have a um, personable visual show. Not on the internet, just personal contact. Like that's a good template, a recipe, if you will, to have some successful shows. I think more
no
of
absolutely.
them.
doubt.
Yeah, we need more of that. From all over the
Yeah,
country.
yeah.
I totally agree with you on
Especially
that, man.
especially 30 years later, man. It's like it's still like
Yeah,
fresh.
man.
It's still jamming. It's still like sometimes you got albums and projects that people done that it get dated, but that's an album that's out. That's you can't put a date on that. You can
It's
remember
timeless,
and all
man.
like you, it's
Yeah,
timeless. But like you saying, all those visuals, each individual got those their own visuals about that time and how that project uh
Well,
helped us. You know what I mean? How we related to it because
I love
30
it,
years
man.
ago, '96, I was gonna leave high school. I was a job corps, but
For
it
real.
was an epic time. It was an epic time.
First album I played when I got my bang in my car. I went to King's Flea Market when I was 16 to get my bang hooked up, and Riding Dirty was the first album I played in that whole, man. But Smoke, man,
Yeah.
again, thank you so much for joining us, man. I really, I think it's important for people to know your story. I know you did an interview with Donnie Houston. Shout out to Donnie Houston, man. That was a
shout
real
out to
dope.
Donnie Houston. He was at the show, man. That's my
Yeah,
dog. That's my
Yeah.
brother.
he's good people, man,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
did a
shout
great
out to
job
them.
repping for the history, the true history, and that's what's important to me too, man. Is make sure the real history of Houston hip hop is solidified and it's not written by people who ain't really about it. You know what I mean? Like the real people have the real voices here, man. And so,
Indeed.
so tell us, man, how did so? We were talking before the show, man, and you said you grew up with Bun. Tell us about how you and UGK all came about when back in the day.
Well, I didn't necessarily grow up with Bun. Like when I was in Port Arthur, we were young together. Like we probably known each other more than anybody at that show.
Yeah,
You know, for the period of time and the stuff happened. Man, I met them in a club called Underground in Jackson, Mississippi. Um, Short story, even shorter. I ended up going to Port Arthur with to go down there for a couple of weeks, and I ended up staying with Pimp for almost 3 years.
Wow. Way back there.
You know, yeah, like 90, like 90, 91. Yeah,
Y'all was messing with the
every
music then.
position that, yeah, even then, like every position musically that I've been put in, Pimp put me in that position. I never intended. I was asked, you know. I never was like, I could tell you this. I'm more of a, I was in the streets more than the rap,
Mhm.
and so we can diversify our thoughts and whatever come with the streets, yeah. So, um, the first time I encountered like music, the first time I ever touched the mic on a high, like worldwide level, was front, back, and side to side.
Mhm. Yeah.
And Pimp was like a music teacher in a kind of way, you know. I stayed with him. I learned how to produce at a high level. Um, you know, lyrically, he had us in a space to where it was like a competitive thing. He never liked anything, even if he liked it. You know,
He's his own biggest critic.
um, and yours too, if you let him, he gonna do it. So,
Yeah, constructive criticism is
um,
key. And real pop.
that turned out to be the first hit that UGK ever had. Now the second verse on there.
That's right. That was
And
you on
so
that hoe, man.
Mhm.
yeah, and that kind of switched things for me because I'm just a regular guy. I'm like Pimp. I'm with the underdog. I'm with the underground. I'm not looking for all the rigmarole. So
Mhm.
um, I got in a bit of trouble there. You know,
This was after
and
Front Back came out.
what? Uh, shit. I don't know. Yeah, this was no. It was out. I was out. I was out, and then like it changed the trajectory of my life, and like real spill. It's the people in your own city or your own town. They'll take you through that Jesus Christ effect.
Mhm. Man, ones from your
So
little town or whatever, man. God damn.
yeah, man. And so like where I come from in the streets I grew up in here in Mississippi, Jackson. There, it's kind of like you gotta have a mentality. Like, I'm a big guy. I'm a bigger than most. I'm like 6'5", 300 pounds. So it's just a different mentality, man. Like because I'm big, nobody's gonna fight me. And like where I'm from, they don't bury the scared, they bury the dead. See what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So everybody's got guns. Like, and it just was it's still a real experience for me because this is still my life, you know? And so short story, even shorter than that, I caught another charge. And when Pimp was getting out, I was going back in.
Man,
See. And so
that was like, oh,
we had our differences. All brothers do have their differences, but it wasn't nothing uncommon. You know what I mean? It's not like the guys that tell these fantastic, magnificent, glorious stories about Pimp. Anybody knew Pimp could be an asshole. See, I really, really knew him. So I went to prison and I had a DAT tape, a digital audio tape recorder, the little things because we was doing music back then. And I had a microphone with a compressor on it, so it kind of like picked up the loudest sound that was closest to it. And I would walk around, you know, like I'm listening to the radio, but it's a DAT recorder, but it's small like a radio. You couldn't tell. So the police didn't notice it at first. and I was just documenting everything that I was seeing, and mainly just sent them the tape to let them know that I was okay. But here again, Pimp, he took that tape, chopped some pieces up off of it, and made it a mainstay in the album.
And I, man, and those little segments, man, I wouldn't say it scared me straight, but man, to have that perspective of somebody who was actually in prison talking to you live on the when you because that's what it was back then, man. You had the tape, that's all you had. You barely had any pictures of what people looked like. All you had was the audio. And you would hear. I That's what I remember distinctly, like listening to those clips of you talking in jail, and like I would listen to what you would say first, and then I would rewind that hoe, and then I would like listen to the background noise. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, that's what.
Mhm.
And then you were like, I think one of those ones you're like, man, you never get no peace in here. You never get no rest in here because it's just constantly motherfuckers, all the
No, no, bro. Listen, when you're in prison, you're gonna hear constant sound, always. From, I mean, every day is like it's like living the same day over and over again. You see, that's how prison is. It's a psychological conditioning process. It's systemic, of course, but like it's it's hard to explain. It's like you got the same body, but once you go into the prison system, and I'm gonna jump off here, it's like you die. Your mind transforms. I wouldn't say transform, but it's like dying and coming back to life. When you go in, your mind has to transition from being out to in the first time. Then when you get out, your mind has to transition. And so it's like that. But you know, for Pimp to take them skits and chop them up, you know, that turned me into something else within the prison system. It enhanced my reputability. People
man,
respect. Yeah, it made it easier for me actually.
I bet, man. Because you're in prison, that drops, and who even knows how it got back to the outside for it to be able to be put on the tape, man. But
Well, I could tell you, man, that, like God, He puts people in place. Like, and I'm gonna go down the line with this. I actually had um, a CO. I mean, they don't pay him no money. I give him $1,000, I can get anything. See, that was my skill set. I find out what you like, give you a lot of it, and then I'm the captain of the ship.
uh, I know that's right.
So, but I use it for God now. So
Yeah, yeah.
anyway, so yeah, man. When them, a dude, my good friend and my good brother, Caven Stokes from Jackson, Mississippi. You know, he was a key catalyst in getting the that tapes from me. I get them to the CO. CO, I ain't gonna say his name, and he get them to him, and then they get them to Pimp. See, and so that's how they was getting in and out. Then I sent the DAT recorder out of there because I called on the phone, talked to Bun, talked to Pimp from in the penitentiary, and they was, and so I knew the police was gonna come, and they did because they wanted to figure out how I did it. It wasn't on the phone. hmm And yeah, that's Pimp again. So now we get back to the show. Pimp been gone 17 plus years, and I can say, and I'm sure you guys can attest to this as well. He can still pack the house,
Oh, no doubt.
That
See
shit
what I'm
was
saying?
sold out.
So
No
then,
doubt,
like,
man.
this situation gave me a unique story from the streets, and we'll get into because it's a lot that's not known. It's a lot that people don't know, and so 30 years ago he chopped them skits up, and they blessed me at this show. That was the best show I had because the show had definition, it had
Mm.
purpose, it meant something to me. I can't speak to nobody else, but to me, it meant something a lot.
Yeah.
And to have you guys to feel the way you feel and express the way y'all expressing yourselves about it, that's like some money you ain't never seen. You can't get that kind of realness with no money. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, thank you for listening. I'm here, so y'all. I don't want.
I know, man.
Mm.
No, this
No,
is
no, you're good. It's
this is
classic,
great.
man. Because the show was meaningful, like you said, and for you at a whole different perspective because you was there from
to.
the shit from the jump. But I never questioned those skits, just jamming it. I never thought about like I wonder how they did this or it was authentic then, and on stage, the show, everything was authentic too. It
But yeah,
was
man,
when it's real, it's real.
for a long time, a lot of people thought that it was Bun. That Bun was me. You know,
Yeah,
and so to be at that show and like Bun said, to put a face with the voice,
Hmm.
that already created instant opportunity for me.
Yeah,
You know, because
because
I produce and do all of this stuff. I learned being with him. You see, but just that prison and stuff, I can't say that it negated anything. I had to be prepared for the other night and what's coming. Like it's that was a blessing. So yeah.
that really was, man. And yeah, like you're saying, it was just your voice on there, man, and it was so powerful, man. And I feel like a lot of that's lost these days because everybody's on Twitter and Facebook,
Mhm.
and every single opinion or thought that any person has is out there now. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, it's like you only had, you had that CD, man. You had that tangible product in your hand that you could put on and listen, and to only that. You know what I'm saying? Now we got hours and hours of podcast. There's so much shit out there now. Like back then, all we had was that CD or that tape when you had to flip that motherfucker over at the end of 3 in the morning and had I'm telling you, man, like you probably saved thousands of people over the years from people just listening to like, man, like maybe I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be stuck in this prison with all this bullshit, man. And like for real, because that was like my first big, like looking at that, and I
Yeah,
still got,
it was sort of like the first podcast. It was
yeah,
like
yeah,
I was able to do some music outside the prison to hit up. I mean, you think about it, like for me, what's beautiful is that I got a chance to start with some starters. You know what I'm talking about? You can't fight no losers or be with no losers because all you're gonna gain and win is a loss. I started with some real deal starters. Meaning like the first hit from UGK front back and side to side, I was on it, right?
yeah,
One of the top 200 selling albums in American history, Riding Dirty. I was on it even from prison.
yeah.
Do you see?
mm,
That's so real, man.
You
That's so
know,
real.
yeah,
the
real
spirituality of it
deal.
all. And I'm not, I just, it's just when you got God with you, bro, you don't really gotta do nothing to do something.
That's
You're right
that's
about
all
that.
over.
Hey,
You know what I'm
And that's
so
something
saying?
my
we talk
shirt,
about a lot. Yeah,
so
is
my
God.
shirt say UGMG, and I'm pushing a little movement that's under God's mercy and grace because just like your story and some of a lot of people, we all it's just some authentic stuff, and we go through a lot, been through a lot, but we're still here under God's mercy and grace. You know what I mean? And so we're grateful, and He come first. You know what I mean? So I definitely feel where you coming from with that, man, because I think everybody have people cross paths for a reason. Some people just
Mhm.
shallow enough to find out why, or stick
Mhm.
around and see why. What's that connection for? But that's dope that y'all did. That you was able to connect with them through the music, but then reach the world because that's a worldwide. Everybody and any rapper in America or fan in America gonna speak on UGK and they're gonna speak on that album. And you played a big part in, and it's good to finally put a face to the voice because I've been knowing that voice for the longest, but
Mhm.
Right.
I might have
We were
Yeah,
crossed
like,
paths
man.
with you once
we never had.
at the Galleria, I think, if I'm not mistaken. With Pimp, we met Pimp. We had an interview with a magazine from Detroit. It was called Trill Magazine. And my
Uh-huh.
boy, my homeboy was from Port Arthur named Larry. He was from over there, and he the one connected us with an interview. And they was interviewing Pimp too, but we was all in the Galleria. Mob and D
Uh,
through there, and when thing went to Louis Vuitton, they closed it down and shit. But that was my first experience of uh just Pimp. Besides the music, that was my first time seeing them. But I think you was there too, if I ain't mistaken. I was
man,
young though. I
it
was
ain't
young.
no telling, man. It ain't no telling. I don't know. Forgot most of my life that I remember. Like I've been, did a
I felt
lot.
that.
You
So,
know.
so you were telling us that you were in prison in '96 when the Riding Dirty came out. What, if you don't mind me asking, what were you in prison for?
Um, manslaughter. I can say that. Actually, it was 2 counts of capital murder. But after they found out I ain't robbed or raped nobody in the circumstance, they dropped it down to 1 count of manslaughter.
Nice, man. And they just in there for a few years. So then you got out, and then Pimp. That's when Pimp went in, which was like in '01 or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
'02,
I got
somewhere
out
around.
and like 10 days later he went in.
Fuck, man,
Man, I
that's
remember that
crazy.
compilation project. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they
What
documented a lot of that. Yeah, dang,
man, what was your
that's
favorite?
crazy because Bun said that. Go ahead.
What was your favorite song? What would I would say? What was your favorite song that you've been a part of? Would it be Front Back Side to Side, or you have someone that's more personal? My favorite thing that I was telling you about when we were on the phone earlier, when I used to be when I was young back in the day, we'd just be riding around all day smoking weed, and I used to play
Mm,
that bump grill all day long. And man, and Pimp had that line. He's like, and hit that one time for Smoke D lockdown in that pen, and
right.
every time that hoe come on, we like, this one's for Smoke D, man. You know what I'm saying? And hit that, man. We
Yeah.
just smoked that blunt, man. I remember just riding around the
Man, listen, man, when I tell you I got treated like the Pope while y'all was smoking it while I was in the I was smoking with you. I promise.
uh, hell yeah,
Uh,
Yeah.
living it up, man. That's what prison they had you locked down in?
I got two 20-year sentences in two different states. So in Mississippi, I was in CMCL, Central Mississippi, some kind of facility, and then I went to Parchment. So that's where I got I really learned a lot. God bless. And so in Louisiana, I was everywhere. Waterproof,
Yeah,
Lake Providence. I ended up in DCI though. Like, and when I was in prison, I never told nobody I was Smoke D in Louisiana.
no,
You know, um, and yeah, on the last day, my fam pulled up with a limousine, a whole lot of cameras, a rap van, and shoes that I didn't even know the name of it. I couldn't put on, right? Because and then so like it was like inspiration to the prison, like just a lot of different things. You can be impactful in the world, and I think that we should, being a good person, bro, it's important. And I know that because I've been a very bad person,
hmm,
a very misguided person. I didn't want to do none of the shit I did. I didn't, and so I know God is the only one that can forgive me. So I just don't do it. I just do. I'm cool. I'm peaceful.
I
You
feel
see?
that, man. Sometimes you got to go through that shit to know that that ain't what's up, And I
Yeah.
definitely did a
yeah,
lot of stuff when I was younger that I got caught up.
Hmm.
I got lucky and I caught my case and I just had to go to I got 5 years papers, but then they sent me to prison for a day. My name's Ramsey. They sent me to the fucking Ramsey unit down in Rosharon. I was like, oh man, God trying to tell me something, man. And
Yeah,
we go,
man.
the
Yeah,
dude
but
in there,
back
he's
to
like,
your question, you asked me what my favorite song was
oh
or
yeah, that's right.
is. Oh, Pimp's favorite song was "Diamonds Up Against the Wood." By the way,
Yeah.
just just so you know. Well, my favorite song is a song I did in honor of Pimp called "Pimp C" off of an album I just released called "The Book of Smoke." And the reason being, it took me a long time to get that song done because of the emotional content I contained for Pimp. but I managed to pull it off by the grace of God. And so yeah, it's off an album I just recently released called A Book of Smoke. It's called Pimp C,
Nice.
featuring
But
featuring Trill Life Live.
how can people check the project out? What you got on all platforms?
It's on all platforms. It's called A Book of Smoke. It's like it's a picture of my father, God bless his soul, sitting at a piano in 19 something, 50 or 60 or something. So yeah.
So
Nice.
that
And I
music
got
run
I
deep
got
in the
a
family.
huh?
The music run deep in the family. Your pops was into the music.
Yeah. But I
Oh,
learned I
that's what's
learned
up.
most of what I know from Pimp, man. Word wise, I picked up my skill set, my lyrical skill set. I know almost all the words in the dictionary. See, I
Man.
know the power of words, and like once you know words, you can add more definition to who you are from a internal perspective, and you can also add more definition to the people that you're around, that you socially engage, and it helps you to understand better. You know, like person. If I ask you what is a triple convergent super heterodyne receiver, I don't need to do that. But most people don't know it's just simply a radio. You
Mm.
see, fun
Mm-hmm.
facts. People say fuck, but they don't know what it means. Fuck means fornicate under the commandment of the king because in England they had a black plague that almost wiped them out. But that's what it means.
Man.
See, they don't understand that words are powerful. Where I come from, words can cause you to live. Well, life and death is on the power of the tongue. You see?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
That's so man, that's all the way real. And being able to control your wordplay and your verbiage and have a wide range of words to use such a huge tool because then you can articulate what you're trying to say and then you can control it because you know what you're saying and how to say it. And
Right.
and man, that's all the way real, man.
it's
What
facts.
I'm gonna ask you about that was
Hey, about the
man.
prison. I
Hold on,
recently
hold on before you
been.
begin. And by the way, man, I want to give a shout out to Young Bleed. Rest in peace to Young Bleed.
Oh
Like,
yes,
and on this album, I got maybe the last song that he probably ever did. We were putting some stuff together. God call him home now. Um, I got Fiend on the album. I got Bun on the album. Uh, some more people I can't think of right now, but ain't too many people on there. And it's a good album, man. So yeah,
Is this your
you
first
producing the
solo?
tracks?
this is the first solo album I ever put out, bro. I got the only thing that I ever done in my life, front, back, and side, front, back, side to side, and them skits. I never got a chance because I was always in prison. I did something with David Banner when I was out on his first album, Mississippi, the first song.
No, so
I
you're
got some
on that.
stuff. Yeah, I got some stuff with Pimp on Pimpulation and something else because he was putting UGK records together.
Hmm.
Mhm.
That was special. So man, so yeah, we have to check out
You
the
don't mind
album.
me asking? You what did you produce some of those tracks on your project?
Oh yeah, I produced a lot of them. Me and my partner co-produced the whole album
Okay,
for the most part. His name is Jay Super. He's from Jackson, but he's in St. Louis now. 601 Jay Super. But
okay,
yeah,
that's what's up. That's cool.
he's a dope producer, bro.
So you grew up in Jackson, Mississippi. How is Mississippi compared to growing up in or like in Texas? Because every state got a different vibe. You know what I'm saying? What do you feel like the differences are, or is it all just?
Jackson is more violent.
Mhm.
It's way more violent. I mean, yeah, it's violent. It's super violent. Like we lack the ability to have emotional intelligence and communicate properly. This is the biggest dysfunction. They don't know how to be emotional, and communicate instead of talk because it could be a number of things, factors. You can give it to growing up in a single, being raised by your mother. You know, watching her solve problems like women do emotionally. It could be a lot of things, but they just shoot. They don't even want no money. They just want
They
a
want
body.
ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want
Yeah,
ads. Yeah. The
and they
mindset is so
smoke.
messed up.
Yeah, they smoke. I mean, they smoke some fantastic drugs,
Yeah.
like stuff.
That's true. Yeah. That other shit.
Yeah, they blending shit, and so
Mm.
you know, I feel it's cool because for me, I'm okay with it. I can go, you know, to certain places just by me knowing, but then like you just some shit you just can't go to. But the idea for me is that I feel like it's partly my fault, even though I didn't know. Now that I do know and I know they don't know, it's my job to help them figure out and kind of learn so they won't end up like me.
That's real. That's what, as I've gotten older, man, it's so important for me. I really like to reach younger people and help them out. And it's like, please, man, let me have been made the mistakes that you can learn from so you don't have to make them. You know what I mean? And I know when we were talking about that a few minutes ago, I know that's something that's important to you too, because you have an organization that you started not too long ago. Please tell everybody about this, man, because I
Yeah,
thought
man.
that's really cool and interesting.
It took me a long time to like figure it out, but I have a 501c3 called the True Life Foundation, and it's a foundation that's it's multifaceted. We do community block parties. I do tours around the country when I can, and I go to all the prisons and bring inspiration. I bring like a free concert because I was in prison, so I know how desensitized it can be. So like my idea, if it comes to fruition, and I'll just put it out there, is to get some of the incarcerated rappers that have been incarcerated, bring them into these prisons so we can get these guys a measure of freedom because they're not going to see them. Some of them has got life. They'll never see.
It's audio.
Uh,
Uh-oh. Might as well. You can hear me?
I know we're saying the realest shit, man.
I know.
Yeah.
He probably tapped back in, but that's
Yeah.
real that he
Smoking
does
lots of
reach back. And like you were saying, helping the youngsters, I kind of like feel obligated to give back like that too. Like they shouldn't have to make the mistakes I already made. I try to keep them a little open minded about decision making, and even started doing interviews with my boy Fortre Jose, who was fresh out of the penitentiary and was telling stories to trying to just tell his experience and hopefully like derail them from making the same mistakes that lead them in that path. But no guns on commissary, man. There's no
that's
guns on
real.
commissary.
No guns on common sense. That's real, man. Yeah, I was just
Yeah,
telling
so
when I went to uh I was on papers and I had to go to prison for a day. It's like the Scared Straight program. Yeah, they told me took me to the Ramsey unit and they say,
yeah,
man, in here you either fuck or get fucked. And I was like, well, I don't like either one of those options, man. That don't sound like nothing I'm trying to be a part of. And I would say that shit scared me straight. The dead look in homeboy's eyes when he said that shit. I was like, man,
yeah.
goddamn,
I
damn.
wish they still had more of those programs around, man. Because a lot of these, like he, like Smoke D was talking about, they quick to pop off. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm trying to push no guns on commissary just to let people know, like, to avoid a fight in the free world, and you take someone life where you attempt, and now you got to go to the penitentiary, and now you really got to fight. Some people who fight for real. You know what I mean? Or pull the shank out, and
Yeah,
it's just real. You know what I mean? So your decision making behind that gun could put you in an even worse situation, like you just said. What they told you, you either fuck or get fucked. Like
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That shit would have. that shit would have been like eye opener too. Like the program works for you. That's a good thing. You know what I mean? Like, and it kind of helped us move a little differently too, because a lot of people just don't get caught. It's a lot of things we
Yeah,
did we didn't get caught. You know, so
that's a blessing. There we is, Big Smoke
yeah,
Dog back, man.
you back. Yeah, you could pick up where from the top of the
Yeah, well,
organization.
the audio is breaking up right when you're telling us about your organization, man.
Oh, okay. Like I say, just just doing the being and trying to be the best person I can be, bro. We do a lot of different stuff. It's just about the help. You know, more so a psychological skill set and how you think. You see, that determines everything. You know, having the ability to make decisions devoid emotion. See, you too happy, you too mean, you too angry, whatever, you're gonna make a mistake. Things like that. Learning how to be accountable. Take your motherfucking lick. You see?
Accountability is key, man.
Take that whooping and live to see another
Yeah,
day. Like,
being able to look past the fault and see the need. You don't
mm,
have to be like if a person do some messed up stuff to you, if you respond to that, you worse than them.
mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta look at stuff for real, a real way. It's always a time to love, man. And take that from me, bro. I'm not no good person. I'm just doing the opposite of what I was, and this to happen to be good.
That's all the way real, man. When do you feel like that clicked for you? At what point in your life did that finally like, man? Because sometimes it all take that. It's like that switch goes off for all of us when we're finally, man, this ain't what's up, man.
Well, um, I'm gonna say this: I got locked up to be set free.
Mm,
That's real.
In the free world, I was in a psychological, spiritual prison that I was unaware of. That it was set to kill me,
mm,
and God sent me to prison, sent me to protect me and save me. All the shit I went through in prison was to make me prepared for a purpose.
man,
I ain't trying
that's
to
so
That's
convince.
real.
I'm not trying to convince nobody either. You know that
yeah,
ain't me. And so it
that's
clicked.
real slow.
It clicked. It clicked. It clicked when God allowed it to, bro. I can't even tell you when. I just know that you know,
Was you behind the bars or were you like I know you don't know like what like do you know where you was at as a man, as a person?
well,
Like
I was smoke D. See, what I want to say, bro, is like smoke D was an alter ego that I created for myself when I was 8 years old because my stepfather was beating the brakes off me,
Mm,
and so I tried to kill him when I was 8. I was too small, but for 8 years I had a rage building up in me because I knew I was gonna kill him.
mm,
And for a child to be raised up wanting to kill somebody that's too big for him to fight off, motherfucker hitting your mama and shit. You understand? And I watched him shoot my mom. I watched my mom shoot him. I grew up around guns. I know as a child, you thinking like a child, if I get this apparatus right here, a motherfucker gonna be scared and get it right. And I grew up scared.
mm.
I was so fearful that I became fear itself.
And that's fucking real. That's that's how it works, man. Because that was the realest statement I heard all day, man. God damn. I'm trying to articulate what I'm saying there, man. Because yeah, it creates the abuse makes you lash back out. You know what I mean? Like it's like hurt people, and man,
Yeah,
it's
it was like going to the school for killers for me. See, when I created Smoke D, he came with a gun and a Detroit line baseball cap with D on it. That's when I turned into Smoke D. And anybody that spooked me or scared me and made me feel like my stepdaddy did, I tried to melt the barrel on them.
mm,
You see, it was trouble, right?
man.
You know,
Yeah,
it's trouble.
I kind of, yeah, I feel you on that because I experienced some of that
Yeah,
as
that
a
was
being
Smoke D.
raised by a stepdad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had to
it
create.
definitely.
Yeah, I had to create a superhero for myself to protect me because nobody wasn't coming.
No, it's coming, man. That's real. And that was 8 years, and that's it created you. Oh man, that created some real shit. And then I feel like like we were talking about earlier, God has a plan, and you had to go through what you had to go through, and now here you are as a grown man, an adult, and you're able to help so many people and indirectly help so many people. Like I was telling you earlier, man, like seriously, man, like no joke, like listening to you talk on that album helped me. You know what I mean? Like it really was a benefit to me to be able to hear that as a youth coming up in Houston, man. And I'm obviously different being a white dude and shit, but like, man, it was wild, and uh it just gave perspective, like we were talking about earlier. There's so much rap out there that it's just all the braggadocio stuff. It's the money, 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 and the bullshit but they don't talk about the real life shit. And that's why I've really appreciated about Pimp. He's always bringing the truth to the light, or the other side of the game, and he did that with you, here, taking your audio and chopping it up and making those skits, man. Like I'm telling you, man, that saved people's life, man. That people being able
Man,
to hear that.
all glory be to God, man, because like I was just being, I guess, what God allowed me to be. Because the person you hear on them skits, that wasn't. I won't say that I was a bad person. I didn't know, and I still don't know.
Mm,
See, but then back then I thought I knew. Therefore, I didn't know because I thought
mm,
I knew. Now I know I don't. Because if you know, you know. You don't never know. Now I know I don't know. Do you see the difference?
mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You
So,
don't know. That's when you're wise because you realize you don't know shit. It's
I
like
mean,
there's
what do you really
so much out.
know? I mean,
That's the truth, man.
everybody gonna die the same way. It- it-
That's one thing that's
so
guaranteed.
a lot of times we'll find ourselves placing eternal value in temporary things, and we miss out on the things that we we can't never. We're not supposed to lose. You got to give up the stuff you can't keep so that you can keep what you can't lose.
Man,
They
Real
tripping.
talk.
that's
And like
real.
the skit kind of stuff, man, that's just my natural credo. I just think like that. Like I'm sorry, I don't know. I just want to give a message to say something good because that's what people requested me to do. Bring social commentary. That was the last instructions I got from them. And so my thing now is like I'm me, but like if you know that I don't been through hell, water, and went to prison, if I say something as it pertains to life skills or whatever, I'm probably gonna be more believable, you know, because I've been through something, and then like, bro, I just don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I don't know. I don't know. You know,
Yeah, you said a key word earlier, Smoke D. You mentioned purpose, man. What's your take on purpose and growing up in life? I know Pimp suggested something for you. But what's your purpose in life that you have learned and as life has progressed?
Um, my purpose in life or the purpose of life? What do you?
Like your purpose, like
My
like I
purpose
feel
in
I'm
this
obligated.
life. My
My
purpose in this
purpose
life,
is
man.
yeah.
Go ahead. You say your purpose is what, bro? Give me an example.
Like to give back and help. You know what I mean? Like pour back into the places or the people that's
Well,
coming up in the
yeah,
same environment. I can.
that's exactly it, brother. There's no greater purpose than to be an instrument or apparatus to do God's business.
That's real talk.
I don't know nothing else. I know when to
Oh, that's
stay
right.
out of God's business, and I know when God is guiding me because I see. I don't see nothing. I just see. I don't even like, bro. My name nobody. I don't live nowhere. I don't be being around. I ain't going. I don't do the plagiarizing, the pontificating, and all of that. I don't do that. It's because like life is serious. We're in a comfortable jail, and most of us don't know it. Everything we doing right now at house, y'all, and stop paying taxes on it. See how much of yours it is. You
Yeah.
understand?
That's real talk.
It's
We
real
can't
moderate
even
stuff.
go to we go to the grocery store and buy some hamburger meat. It's $25.
Yeah.
You
Man,
understand? There's bigger
it's real.
issues here than somebody trying to be a Hollywood superstar in the monkey show. Well, I know
It's
we
real.
all got real issues. We all struggle. So, I just tend to stay on a realistic perception, man. Because, like, your perception, it determines everything. You ain't even got to have a problem if you change your perspective, your perception. Most of us view shit that's outside of us as a problem. And it ain't got shit to do with us.
Mm.
Okay? It's only a problem when you perceive it as a problem. If you stop perceiving it as a problem, you quit bringing that toxic stress to yourself, all of that stuff. Then it's just something to do, you know. It's just, I don't
That's
know,
what's up,
man.
man.
I just want to say what's necessary because I know I'm on your platform. And my idea is like, if some people going to see this, then I want to say something worthy of being said that they could take with them.
Man.
That's
That's
why
why
I'm
we
here.
we got you here, man. And that's why I talk to people like yourself, as opposed to like chasing after people who, got a new hot thing or this and that, man. Like I want the real perspective from real people who lived real life. And man, I don't think, you probably lived some of the realest life out of anybody. And God's allowed you to share your experience with the world. And like I said, it's made a world better. And like you're saying, as long as we can be an instrument of God, that's all we can do, man. And it's just cool to see that's what I love about us who we've made it this far. We've all lost a lot of friends that we love, and we've grown a lot. We've gone through a lot of shit, and to hear this perspective and the growth from you being the young man that you were to the man you are today, man, it's real cool. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for it because man, we're all on the same page. Everybody's just like, man, God's real, man, and we just got to be here on that side because it's so easy to get caught up in that evil and negativity, man. There's so much out there. It's just ready for you to get caught up. I mean, the whole trap. I mean, that's called this shit the trap. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a trap, and just so many people get caught up in it, man. I'm real grateful that you're here with us today, man, and still be able to do your thing and healthy and putting music out and dropping real words for people to listen to, man. Because man, people need it, man. It's like I say, it's just so much bullshit out there.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
talk.
I think that it's time, man, that the music, the winds of music is gonna change. People will say that the music is over, but it just depends on who's doing and what. If there's always something to do. And I tell them, it's always something to think about. There's always something to feel about. It's just like with music. If you love doing it, then you'll do it without getting paid. You'll do it because you want to say something good to somebody. That's how it was intended to be, a form of communication. You know,
Mhm.
you can tell. Faith come by hearing, and hearing by the word. Whatever word you put your faith in hearing, that's what it's gonna be. And so far, it's been a lot of glorifying bad things and calling it gangster. See?
Yeah, the morals has changed for real.
Yeah,
Yeah,
then you
gangster
turn around,
is being
everybody a
God.
gangster till a real gangster walk into the room.
Mm.
See?
That's for real.
It's real talk. I want to
Ain't
speak on your project. Man. I see you got 14 tracks, Move D. What's you mentioned Pimp C track? What's one of your favorite songs like on the project that you was proud of besides the Pimp C one? I know you spoke on that one.
um actually I'm kind of just proud of all of them in a different way because they all carry a different message. It's like not one song. It's sort of like a church album for the streets. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So it's like you get to learn something. It's kind of wordy in some ways, different feelings on there. It ain't Pimp C level of production. We ain't gonna, even try to do that. But you can tell that living with him for 3 years, I was heavily influenced and actually learned how to produce from him. And in fact, me, I'm worthy. Like a lot of the hooks you hear, like the policeman on your friend. I helped create that hook. I was sitting there with him. A
Man,
lot of the hooks and stuff. So a lot of the creative process, I was there. You know, and he showed me things. You know, so and I didn't.
man,
Like I said, it just made me tough because he didn't never like anything I did. He liked it, but he just said that he didn't like it to see how far he could push me. You see,
Yeah.
and he don't
He's
know he was
like you
pushing.
said, he challenged
Yeah, but he
competition.
was challenging
Like
a
bring
monster. I was a traumatized
yeah,
individual that been you challenging it, man.
but
So
he was I watched this documentary was Smokey Robinson and making a hit, Hitsville making a hit, and they talked about how they had like in-house competition who could write the best song. It's just good. It was good. Like it was a reasoning behind it because he wasn't gonna let you get complacent and just be cool.
yeah, he
He knew
kept that
you.
creative competition going, bro. He did that.
Yeah. And then he brought the bet. He brought more out of you because it's like you never got like you said. He told you he didn't like it, even though he liked it. That was just to keep you hungry and bringing the best
Yeah,
and making you
yeah,
better and better. Like
yeah, yeah, exactly, bro. Creative
yeah,
competition, exactly. hmm
what was I
Yeah,
about to say?
he
Man,
had
and so
the room.
when y'all were making that, did y'all know that it was gonna be the way? I mean, nobody really knew, but like when y'all were making that music, did you feel like, man, this is gonna change the game? You know what I mean? Like, 'cause some people make music just put that shit out, but like when y'all were making that, did y'all know the type of impact it has, or y'all were just like, man, we're just gonna. I mean, I guess nobody really knew
Yeah,
30
because
years later.
like his history when you going through time. I can't
hmm
say probably the only person that did know was Pimp
Yeah,
because he was the nucleus. He was putting it together. He would accept creative input. You know, we come up, you just down playing music, creative.
yeah, breaking out and chopping up.
Funny shit, but serious. Say some real. That was just the start. That
Yeah,
was Pimp. Funny shit, but
man.
he
he'll
was
say some
fly with
serious shit real
it.
funny.
That's
I
awesome,
always
man.
like the way that boy said on West Time.
I'm on West Timer and something
Yeah,
foreign. I grew up on West Timer, so that was a special line for me, man. I was like, oh,
yeah, but yeah, that was classic. But Pimp was. I would put it. I had the honor to meet him once, and his mom too, and his son at an event back in the days. Real cool, real good people though, man. Like good vibe.
I'm just
Yeah,
grateful for it all, man. The music
yeah,
really
man.
is, I mean, made me who I am, man. So like I said, I'm so grateful for y'all and your contribution to that too, man. And like I said, yeah, without you, Smoke, I mean, it would be a totally different thing without the contributions that you made to that music over those time. Like it'd still be jamming, man, but it wouldn't have that cultural impact. I feel like that it does because it just, yeah, like I said, it just shit just really took everything to the next level, man. It just made it real, made it really real.
Yeah, man. I can appreciate that you say that, man. I really can. And I thank you for those sentiments, bro.
That's no problem, man. Thank you,
That
man.
it
It's
that
yeah,
that that it means so. Yeah.
it do, man. It really does, man. And yeah, like I said, my dad's from Port Arthur. All that. It just there's no music. You know, I listen to all types of music, man. But there's nothing more than that connects for me than some UGK shit, man. It's just that Texas, the real, and it's the real shit. Like I said, one of my favorite songs that Pimp did. I mean, UGK did was "How Long Can It Last." You know, that was on that last well, not the last UGK album, but that double disc album that they dropped in '07 when Pimp got out. That "How Long Could It Last." That was real for me because I had just lost a friend to the dope game around that time, man, and I was on felony probation, and like I was like, man, like man, all my shit's just going down. And at this point in my life, I done lost so many friends to the game, and it's like, man, how long can it really last? When you in living that life, man, it's live fast, die young, man, and I'm just so grateful that they made that type of music and not just the bragging about my car shit. The fuck my car is dope, but there was the full range. You have everything. The
The
flexing, the
versatility. Yeah, it was very versatile
I
project.
just really miss music that makes me feel that way. I'm excited to check out your new album, man.
I got it on deck
Yeah,
now. Check it out for sure. For sure.
yeah, man. Pimp said this a long time ago. Probably about over 30 years ago. He said that if these niggas didn't stop talking about the car, the women and all this old wibbly wobbly ass shit, that they were gonna get to this point. You see, that's who
Yeah, he
he
foresaw
was.
that.
Musically, that's who he was. For someone to have foresight in such a way, then long after he gone, the very thing that he predicted, or whatever you want to call it, it has actually happened.
Yeah,
That's real. That's
that's one of
true,
my favorite things. Yeah, saying
man.
me and Bun, we two family men. We ain't in here doing no menage a trois and no freaky
Yeah,
shit.
man, ain't nobody, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I was
Boy,
like,
yeah.
ain't getting busted on their back. Like he was calling that shit way back when,
way
man.
before,
And
yeah,
that
way
that
before it was
and that's the
exposed.
thing, man. Maybe I don't know. Like you can't die unless God say you can die, bro.
Yeah,
And so it's His business that we got to stay out of when God call people home, because everything that God allows is for all of us that love Him.
yeah,
Like I miss Him. You
I
know,
can only
I don't
imagine.
know if I'd still be alive if me and Pimp and I coexisted together.
Just yeah, when y'all
Like,
get together, just that energy.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just some people came into play, man. Like, that shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been around. It's just like, me from more of a standpoint, like I'm the reason why they didn't let the sweet come through the door. Cause I was living
Mm.
there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, I had valuable shit there. Like you ain't,
Just because you got a
so
swisher, you ain't not coming inside the door, man.
no, man, because you had to lock the door because there was some different shit going on.
Yeah.
So I
Were you
got
around
that.
when they that's the story from Short Texas when the dude came from Houston? Were you around for that too, or were you like in Jackson and all that? I know I used to hear that story about some dude came from Houston trying to sell dope in Port Arthur, and that's like a true story. and like they
That predates me. I wasn't there then.
gotcha.
Mhm.
Man. So yeah, so that was the very first album, and then from Backside to Side, that was on the second album. Man,
Yeah,
I still can't believe that's you on that. I know that, and I knew that, but going into this interview today, it didn't really click that was you. I played it. If we play that song, I could rap pretty much your whole verse right next to it. I got to listen to it, but I know that whole motherfucking song, man. Like, I gotta play it because I can't come off the top of my head. If I could hear the first line, I could rap that shit. But man,
yeah,
that's that's the realest shit, man. But yeah,
yeah,
thank
man. Well, I had to learn that shit prior to coming to this show.
yeah,
Like, my thing with it is you always gotta be a first rate version of yourself. Don't be no second rate version of nobody else or no shit like that. But like it was great for me because art was imitating real life by the same person.
man.
See, I had to learn some shit that I had did organically from 30 years ago.
And you killed it, man.
Yeah, and
Killed
so
that.
like that's God, man, to help you. It's crazy, but that's what Pimp he did for me. Like I don't
Man.
know.
What's
Yeah,
uh
man.
what's next on the menu for you, Smoke? What's your plans this year? Tell us a little bit more about your organization. You go talk at prison because the shit was the audio was kind of breaking up there when you were telling us about it. So you go to prisons and talk to prisoners with your organization?
Yeah, man. Do shows. Like I say, just whoever understands, like what it means to be incarcerated, actually has a measure of notoriety with the music. Just kind of going there with them. And bring a little bit of freedom. They won't see it because the TV is a program to keep it on the Andy Griffin show and Bonanza all the time. So, just
Man,
kind of something to inspire people to know there ain't nowhere in the world, it ain't no world, and you can be free wherever you at. As long as you
yeah,
accountable and you take care of it. Freedom is a
man,
state of
that's
mind.
state of mind. I was about to say, yeah, freedom is a state of mind.
Yeah.
We're all living in a modern day slavery at this point. The prison system, especially down south, is modern day slavery for real. It's different out here where I live out in Oregon, man. I'll be telling these motherfuckers, man, y'all don't know how good y'all got it out here because you really got to fuck up out here to go to jail. But down south, man, like you just be in the wrong place at the wrong time, man. Your whole life can change, man, for no
Yep.
reason sometimes. And
hmm
it's so real, man. I man, I'm still reeling over the concert though, man. I'm just
Yeah,
grateful.
man.
Yeah, I'm grateful for it all, man. I'm grateful I came. My boy Peter Best told me to come down. He's a real dope photographer. He wanted to meet you too, Smoke. We were talking about you. He's like, who I want to meet is Smoke D, man. He never got to photograph you. He did this book called Houston Rap. That here.
Well, man, all you got to do, see, and that's another thing, brother. Like, even in right now, like, you know,
Man,
Mr.
damn pimps.
Yesterday, you can't. Yeah, that's dope, man. Mr. Yesterday, you can't talk to Mr. Yesterday or Miss Tomorrow, bro. What we got
Mm,
is right now, right
man,
now, right now. So, seeing it
that's
that we all, connecting in a way to build relatively, I don't mind. I'm chilling because I always do what I want to do. I have somewhere to go, but I changed my mind. I don't want to go. See,
already.
see. And
I
so,
feel that.
so yeah, um, yeah, man, we can do something. Like, I have a story. Maybe we put something promotional together or something to push. I just stay in contact.
I'd love to, man. I really fuck with you a lot, man. Especially now that we've been talking, man. Because like I said, like we're on the same page, man. God works in mysterious ways and for a reason, man. And honestly, the your story and the kind of stuff we're discussing is what I care about discussing. As I was telling you before the show, man, like, and so many people with podcasts, man, and everybody doing different shows. It's been 10 years since we did anything. We're coming back to this shit, and it's like there's a million people with the gossip and the drama and the BS, man. I want to talk about what's real in real life, and I feel like tonight we've really been capturing that with you, smoking, and you know you're a real dude, man, and you've been through some real things, and I'm just grateful that you're able to be in a position to where you can, you know, share your story and help people out. Because yeah, man, it's that's a general consensus for me, man. This type of stuff, man. You know, we done went through that. You done went through your life, so you can show people out here, hey, man,
Yeah,
don't
man.
be like,
Yeah, man. It just it's real simple, bro. Like for me to help people heal based off my experiences heals me.
mhm.
You see,
Hmm.
it's just that simple.
Hurt people, but helping people helps
Yeah,
people. You know,
this
Heal
stuff got.
people, heal people.
the man. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Hell yeah, it's so real, man, and yeah, I would definitely love to do some stuff with you, man, and continue to grow and see where we do some things, man. Just it ain't nothing to it but to do it, you know. Chico Bricks down in are you living in
Yes,
Houston
sir.
too?
For me, man, I told my brother this the other day, and maybe he took it wrong, but like my name, like down here where I'm at, my name nobody, and I don't live nowhere.
Oh, yeah, I heard you
Like,
say that earlier. I
and
know.
the way that go is for me, like it's very dangerous to exist down here, especially like when nobody don't have nothing. Just like a third world country in Jackson, Mississippi. For safety and for me to keep from going back to prison, you understand, I had to distance myself, move away.
Yeah.
I got some young children, and my desire to be with them is stronger than my desire to go and do something that's going to cause me to go back to prison for the rest of my life.
Amen, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So, yeah,
That's why I
man.
live, that's why I live 2,500 miles away, man, because I was man, even when I was doing the radio, man, I was just, kind of get caught up in that life, man. You just need some cash, and you get caught up in some bullshit, man. And 10 years later, man, she's yeah. For me personally, my best friend I moved out here to Oregon with, he got murdered in Houston 3 years ago, and they finally having the trial for the dude who did it starting tomorrow. So it's been, I moved out here with him. He got stayed in the game and lost his life, and another friend lost his life too. And that really changed it for me. You know what I'm saying? That's when I kind of just I gave it up to God, man. I was just like, God, you took me out of the life I was living for a reason, and put me out here, and now I'm back here able to talk to people like yourself, and we'll get back with my boy Chico Brick, and just we're here for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I was chilling at the house, man, watching TV and Netflix and chilling. I was minding my business, and I thought I had it, but God was like, "Nah, Ram, you got to get back out there and
Yeah.
need to do your thing, man." So here we are, and I can see why I'm doing it now, man. Is talking to people like yourself, smoking. I'm just grateful to be talking about some real shit, man. Not here to talk about no BS and drama, man. This is right up where it's at, man.
Real talk. And
Yeah,
this is
man.
like
So,
legendary, man.
yeah, man. But like I say, it's this show too. It helped me realize this concert that just happened. It helped me to realize that people only knew my voice. They never knew what I looked like.
Hmm.
They didn't know if I was dead or alive. And I guess it's more so me because like I ain't looking to be famous. I don't,
Yeah.
I'm not what I'm famous where I'm at.
Mhm.
That's good enough. So I understand it and thinking like that, it kind of negates me from being in a lot of situations where opportunity be at. But I just, I don't like to be around a lot of people.
No.
See?
The energy, man. That's I feel the same way. I'm very comfortable being one deep everywhere I go, man, and just what I'm saying, God got me. That's how I feel, and that's man, yeah. People be on that bullshit, man, and there's a lot of amazing people out there, but man, there's so many. You just got to protect your energy, because these
Yeah, I
people will
just
fuck
feel
your shit.
like it decreases the chances of somebody playing with me and I don't play,
Mhm.
or something happening and somebody else don't play. And shit, I'm too old to fight
Sometimes
now.
It's just not
yeah,
worth it. Yeah,
you got
that's what.
once you spiritually
Ain't worth
aware
it.
and you had the knowledge, you know how to subtract yourself from the equation for the
Yeah,
betterment
I
of
mean,
everybody.
then me, I'm comfortable
Because
at home. I'm the kind of guy that like to be at home. I only move when
I
necessary.
paid enough money for this.
Me too, man. It's like I'm not trying to go outside unless it's for some bread or something, man. We just I feel like we survived at this point. It's like, man, I paid
Mhm.
my fucking dues, man. Get out of here with that shit. So a show like on Saturday night, that's something that I was so grateful. I flew down from Portland to come out here for, man. Because I was like, somebody was saying that they drove from Dallas, and I was like, oh, that's cool, man. You came all the way from Dallas, and then I was like, shit, man, I came all the way from Portland, Oregon, dog. I was like, that's 2,500 miles away, man. And
It was
man,
people from all over.
yeah, people came from all
Yeah,
over the place, man. It
all
was
over.
because this just it's not many albums out there that can do what Saturday Night did.
Yeah,
But
that's
when
dope.
you
And
ask
like I
people
say,
about the South,
it would be great, if they maybe turned it into a tour or something.
yeah, that would
Definitely.
be dope.
Because like it's like a organic live video without the video camera.
Mm.
Mhm.
Definitely was
Like a blank.
entertaining.
It
Mm.
was. It was. Yeah, it was like a theatrical production, man. It from the visuals to the skits. Oh man, that was really well done, man. Shout out to Bun and everybody that put that together, man. That was.
Yeah, man. Shout out
Yeah, that
to
definitely should.
Bud,
It definitely should be a tour though,
Smart
for real.
Financial Center, whoever was involved, man. That was the idea itself is what done it.
Mhm.
Just the idea itself. Whoever came up with that
Oh,
idea, that was brilliant.
oh, yeah, salute for real. We were talking about that before you came on because the whole setup, the from the digital to the slab to each set, it was a masterpiece. And that
It
should be a tour, like you were saying. They should turn it into a tour. I think so because if you go around the world or around the nation and you ask people about UGK or the South or Houston, they're gonna bring up that project that you was part of, man, and that's a
Mhm.
staple because that like finished the foundation. It's like laying concrete, but then you put water over it. So you got to mix everything up. But that was like a project where it created a foundation for the South for H Town, and it's legendary, man. Like this whole moment is surreal and legendary. That we able to witness this was what went down that night.
Man, well,
What you got
I do.
going on now?
it shows the impact of who Pimp is, not was.
Yeah, and
It
he's
shows
still
the
yeah.
impact of who he is today.
Hmm.
If it was not so, the place wouldn't have had them people in there like it did.
Yeah,
See what I'm
that's.
saying?
Hmm.
Hmm.
So
And pimps.
it ain't like it's going like the legacy to keep the legacy alive. Things like this, they have no choice but to want to be manifested.
Mm,
That's why I said the idea within itself is brilliant because it says something in a way that was bigger than anybody that was there. You see?
absolutely, it really was.
It was
Yeah,
an
it's bigger than
experience.
anyone, man. Yeah, and Smoke, when I met you briefly backstage, man, me and we were trying to leave, and so whoever the security was started ushering about 20 or 30 people backstage instead of out the exit. And that's how when I ran into you back there for that brief second, man, you were just off stage. I was like, oh, "What's up, Smoke D? Nice to meet you, sir." And I was like, "I'm not even supposed to be back here, man," but But yeah, everything happens right now. We're here talking on the show, man, and
Yeah.
that's some full circle shit, man. Everything happens for a reason. And yeah, me and Peter were walking back there. We're like, man, I don't think we're supposed to. There's all these random people just walking backstage. I was like, I don't think we're all supposed to be back here. I seen Kiki and Slim Thug back there talking, and I was like, I'll just let them do their thing, man. But yeah, I ran into you, and then we were like, let's get the hell out of here. And it was cool, man. And there's never gonna be a show like that again. You know that was one in a million show. That man, that was special. Now, I've seen people that I ain't seen since middle school in that motherfucker, man. Like that shit was cool, man. Shout out to Omega, my college roommate Jax, man. People I ain't seen them in 20 years, man. And I was like, I
Yeah.
was friends with you when this shit came out. And oh man. And back in the day, man, people did not know UGK like that. You know, I remember back in the early 2000s, you know, when Pippa put out that smoking hydroponic blowing out my nose. Man, that was like 9 8 something. I remember people like, who's UGK? And I was like, man, y'all don't fucking know. And now everybody knows UGK, man. Like everybody. I mean, I'm out here in Portland, man. I'll be meeting people that look like they don't know nothing about rap. They were like, oh yeah, Pimp C, man, Bun B. And I'm like, wow, it's crazy. The power of music, man. The
Yeah,
power of real
man.
music.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
man.
all the way.
Got to set something up, man. I can come out that way.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
talking to my
I was going.
about that. We need to
Yeah,
get a show out
something that
here and
makes
get a Texas
makes sense.
showcase. I'm talking to my boys back in South by Southwest too, so I'm working on some shit, man. Your boy's getting back in the mix. I've been gone 10 years, but man, I'm back, man. And yeah, we were doing some cool shit back in the day, and I honestly to be perfectly honest, I got wrapped up in the game, man, and I kind of just followed the money and ended up out here, man. But my love is for the music and the culture and the community, man. And like I was saying, man, a guy was like, Ram, you got to get back to it because this money and this that ain't what your purpose is, you know. And I'm just grateful to be here and have this platform to be able to bring my homie on and talk to you, Smoke, man. Like I said, man, it's really is an honor, man. And we don't need to be famous and fame, man, to be real motherfuckers, man. It feels good to be talking to people who know what's up, you know.
Yeah, nah, man. I don't have a problem with it, man. Like, I mean, bro, you either real or you ain't. You either is or you ain't. This ain't something
Mhm.
you join with. You gotta be born with it. You can't join with it.
Man,
That's
that's
really
for
good.
That's for real, man. Wise
Hey,
words from
so you come to Houston, man. I'll be doing photography and videography, man. We gotta create some content or whatever, man. Like,
Yeah,
I'm always
Chico
down to
gets some
work.
videos. Yeah, Chico.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
man
no
right here is
doubt.
very, very talented. He could do music videos, graphic design, everything, man. And he did a bunch of music videos for me back in the day, man. And they're all, man, good shit.
you
Chico's the
you
man.
edit you edit video.
Yeah, I added something to it. Yeah,
How
all right.
much you
Well,
cho-
I
How
get
much you
rent.
charge?
Rent. It all depends on how long the video gonna be, but we could talk about that.
I
Because
know
each
he showed
product,
love.
it's not like a yeah, there ain't no base price for like editing all the time. It's just like studio time, you by the hour. It's like a lot of processing that shit, but we make some shit happen for sure. I ain't even worried about like I'm aligned with God, so it'll work out no matter what. So
Yeah.
we definitely could create though. But you got any visuals on this project yet? Like out there working back
I
home?
mean, I got different stuff out, but I mean, the way I work is like a network. Like
Yeah,
everywhere I go, I do like a collectivizing thing through relativity. Case in point, if I have somebody that's in Houston that needs some video, I could prospectively call you,
yeah,
although I'm
That's right.
not out there myself. You see.
yeah,
See, in life, we supposed to use each other. I'm supposed to use you. You're supposed to use me. But we're not gonna misuse each other. See, that's when somebody get fucked up.
Yeah.
yeah.
See what
That's
I'm
the truth.
saying?
Yeah. It's all about that love and respect,
If
man.
we can't use each other, we useless to each other. We have no business,
Yeah,
but we ain't gonna misuse you. I'm not gonna fuck over you. You're not gonna fuck over me. That's all. Simple.
Simple.
that's real. That's real talk,
Absolutely.
man. I pray every day, Smoke D. Every time I pray, I'm like, I ask God to use me, be a blessing to others. You know what I mean? And like I said earlier, we cross paths. Everybody cross paths for a reason. You just got to be a little wise and open minded to find out why people cross paths. So
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm excited to see some shit manifest from what this conversation has brought tonight, man. It's cool, man. I
Y'all gonna get some likes, huh? That's what
yeah,
this yeah, this thing get some likes. Y'all like, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm
yeah,
just cooling, man.
I mean, it's you, and you say you spitting game, so it's gonna.
Yeah, man. I'm developing some land, man. Like I said, man, it's we in a prison. We in a comfortable prison. Most of us don't seem to know it. Like you retire when you're 65, but you already you got one from the graveyard already. Like
and you still got to
Scar
come up with money.
Scarface said it best, man. He said that life was a game that money could buy. The rich people would live, and the poor people would die.
Man,
You can't even afford to get sick in America right now.
that's so true. It's
And
so true, man.
we paying so much for the food that ain't even good for it. It's contaminant. Like
They give us medicine, and the medicine got side effects, so we need to take some more medicine to combat the side effects of the first medicine, and that medicine got side effects. We sicker than we were before we went to the doctor.
that's real talk.
That's
You
That's a
real.
see,
real deal.
so
It's
it's
we live
it's
in a
just
bigger world, man.
it's a business. America is a business.
Hmm.
That's
Corporation.
all it is. It's a business. It's all right. But I mean, once you know, you just do the best you do. Try to get you some land. Um, you don't pay rent. You don't pay mortgage. Just pay taxes. You try to simplify your life and get as free. You know, from the financial situations. You got a nice piece of land. You can plant you a garden. You can fill your freezer up with wild game, get you some Bambi and pork and a pig there, you know what I'm talking about?
Hell yeah.
This,
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
steak, you know what I'm talking about? So,
And
you
I
know,
feel like that's getting more real closer to God because that's how we're supposed to be living in this world we're living in is so it's just the last 100 years or so it's become so crazy. Last 20 years, shit. I mean, it's just
man, it's hard
it's
in the state that America is in, it's really hard for us to coexist, let alone exist nominally and survive.
mhm.
Usually a man and a woman can make it. It ain't even that so now. Everybody is, for the most part, going through whatever this is. The gas high, you know.
Man, that's for real. Yeah.
Hourly
And
at the 9 to 5. That's as much result. Like it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like $12 an
Food high.
hour back then,
So
$28 now. Like
you just gotta
And then they
do the
that's
best you can
wild.
to survive, man. That's
yeah,
it.
Hmm.
that's for real.
Keep your faith in God. Do good, cause thank God they ain't got no soul machines. I don't think so.
Hmm.
Man, that's real.
Maybe we'll
It
find our
is.
ultimate freedom in death, huh? We say,
That's true. Yep. We that's when we come free. And
yeah.
then but then it's over. One day you're here, and the next day you're
Mhm.
free. We
Like
just
a
gotta
dog.
survive. I feel like it's a game, you know.
Yeah.
We gotta play to win. Everybody out there, man, you gotta be real and
Yeah,
if
man.
people can be positive in their life and treat people
It's
right, if
always
everybody
a good time to love. I'm not gonna get on here. Like I don't know. I guess I just get it and conduct myself like an uncircumcised Philistine. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it makes no
Yeah.
sense. You know, I don't know what this platform will do. I don't know what this gonna be. Like we talked about earlier, history don't look like history when you're going through it. This may be history. Who the hell knows? I don't know shit.
Yeah,
What you
that's
say?
real. You just gotta do your thing, man, and
Yeah, you just say what you need to say. It's all good because I don't be doing this shit.
yeah,
I got one
I figured
partner.
probably not to.
Yeah, I don't be, but I'm thankful though because it showed me I can change, and not be bullheaded, to myself. You
When
know.
we do
Now
that,
you
we really
definitely
just
need to tap.
shit,
You,
man.
you definitely need to tap into the like to this because man, this conversation was real. It was deep. Uh,
Yeah, I
you
hope
know,
y'all got some parts
I'm
that can
always
cut me
knowledge
out
and
of there.
learn. Yeah,
Absolutely,
of
man.
Yeah.
course,
Yeah,
it's gonna be choppy, but at the end of the day, your message and what you bring that the people need to hear is definitely a good thing. So I know you say you don't do this, but you definitely should get
Yeah,
into it because
but say
from
man,
your
like
experience in
like
life.
going to that show, I ain't gonna lie,
Uh huh.
it showed me something. It asked that answered questions for me, you know. And so
Yeah.
like for me, from like I come from a prison background. So in the spirit of you guys, I was able to identify, you know. And when you got a winning spirit, you, you don't want to be on no loser shit. You fight a lose, all you gonna win is a loss. You know what I'm
hmm,
saying? You
yeah,
ain't gonna, it's the proper rules of engagement, bro. That's all.
that's real,
Mhm.
man. Straight game. I hope y'all out there are peeping, man, and this is that's some real shit, man. Before we get out of here, smoke. You got anybody you want to shout out or anybody you want to show some love to?
I don't know too many people, man. What I can say is that it's always a good time to love. Um, God bless y'all. I'm gonna be praying for everybody. Pray for me.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
be safe. Love, peace, and blessings to everybody that see this or whatever. Thank you
Straight
for
up, man.
listening. Thank you for listening too. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Smoke. I really appreciate you coming through with us tonight, man. We're definitely gonna be chopping it up again soon with you, man. I love to get your perspective on more things as we're growing this show. Like I said, this is only my sixth show back, man. So we're just getting our feet wet back in the game, man. And I got a lot of fun things I want to do and people I want to work with. And yeah, us chopping up tonight, man. I feel like your perspective and voice is important for people to hear, man. So I definitely would love to chop it up with you again real soon, man.
Well, man, this is what I want you to understand, brother. Like when we talked before we got on here, I'm looking to build working relationships. I don't know nobody in Sacramento, but I do now. You
Yeah,
understand what I'm saying? I move a little different.
I feel that.
I need you in my
That's
network, and I assure you that my network can be beneficial to your network, and vice versa.
100%, man. You got a friend of me, man. I really appreciate you. Like I said,
And
how
you
you
too,
felt
my
like,
brother.
man. I appreciate it. Thank you, man. You've been giving me games since I was 15 years old, bro. And tonight you gave me the most game I ever got from you. And so again, I'm very grateful. And I hope everybody listening felt it. We talked about some real shit. We lost a little audio there for a second, but it wasn't too bad, man. You was dropping gems. And again, thank you for your time, man. It means a lot. I know you got the family and you're busy, man. And so taking the time with us tonight, man, it really does mean a lot, man. And thank you for everything you've done. If the world ended tomorrow, man, I just want you to know, like, your contributions to the game, man, have impacted me personally and people I know and love, man. And I know we're just very grateful for you, man. So thank you for real.
Man, thank you as well, brother. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I
Smoke
appreciate
D,
it.
UGK
Yes.
Records, man. The Book of Smoke.
Salute,
Y'all go
brother.
check it out right now. How can people get a hold of you before we let you go, man? How can people get a hold of you if they want to add you on social media or if they wanted to maybe cash app you or anything, man? How do they get a hold of you?
Um, bro, I could just say like you could Google my name, Smoke Deal UGK. That'll be the
There
quickest
you
way
go.
to find a a Facebook or anything like that. I mean, I'm real enough to where I can give you my phone number. That's how I am. I can put it
Already.
on here. Like I don't know if that's legal and shit, but I can answer what I answer. I don't. I pay my phone bill. I don't block nobody. If I don't fuck with you,
Already.
I'm just not gonna answer on purpose. So
Already. Y'all Google
we,
Smoke D of
yeah.
UGK tonight, and the next show we'll give the phone number out, man. We're gonna not tonight. We're gonna let him hold
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna check this project out. I'm gonna check this
Yeah,
project out. We're gonna
I'm
have to
excited to
do
get that.
a little recap on. Yeah, I'm gonna check it
Yeah,
out
yeah.
as soon as we get
Let's
off
catch
here.
in the next few weeks again. We'll talk about the album. Me and Chico are going to check out the album, man. I'm excited. After the conversation we had tonight, I know that this album is going to be really shit, man. So I'm excited to jam it, feel it, and then yeah, we'll chop it up again soon, man. And again, yeah, more perspective and gain from you, man. The world can only benefit from it, man. So appreciate your time, bro.
Okay, bro. I appreciate you guys as well, man. Y'all still.
Yes, sir. Much love,
All right,
man.
man. God bless, man.
UGK, man. Thank you for your time, man. Already,
Bro.
man. Chico,
That's legend. That's
shout out to
legendary,
man. That's some
man.
real. That was so real.
Like you said, he been kicking you game. He been giving you game since you was 15. It's like
Straight
when you
up,
think
man.
about it from that, like, dang, how long was that? How old was I when that came out? Like, yeah, 15 years
Yeah,
old. Like,
that shit came out right before I got my driver's license, man, and I'll never forget it.
man.
That's what I was talking about in one of
And
the little
that
clips.
project, yeah, that
19
project, like yeah, 96. I had a son that year. Like,
June 27th.
so
That came out July. What was it? July. I forgot the date already. July 30th, right? It came out on July 30th. That's what it was. So in 1 month, Houston got June 27th and Riding Dirty, and like
that's
the
wild.
game didn't change after that. You know, that is a whole different world now. You know what I mean? Those two, that screw tape and this album changed my life and so many people's lives. You know, and we
Yeah,
talked to
no
Big D
doubt.
today. We got Smoke D here, man. Shout out to UGK. Much love to Bum B. RIP to Pimp C. And shout out to the whole UGK family. And man, Chico, who you want to shout, man? Before we got to get up out of here, I got to go meet some people across the street here in a second.
Oh
We're
yeah,
doing trivia
man.
bingo, man, out here in Portland. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
y'all come see me out here in Portland. If you're in the Portland, man, come check me out. I got to go meet this dude. He's gonna give me. I'm filling in for him, so I got to go chop it up
yeah.
with him. But what you got,
But
Chico? Who
nah,
you want
just
to shout?
man, just shout out to everybody that's been supporting Optimo Radio, Unspoken Grind. Um, shit for over how many years again?
16 years, dog.
16, 16 years. Like,
It's
yeah,
wild.
man.
16 years
We
from
back,
back then.
man. We just trying to continue to bring y'all the real. You know, that's all we ever
That's
did through Optimo Radio was bring the real. And I learned a lot through that, through you. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know how much the world loved Houston music. Like that was crazy. That's still mind blowing to this day, 16 years later. But shout out to you for sure for showing me love and giving me an opportunity and reaching back out again to get me back on my grind. You know what I mean?
I've
In
been
this
trying to get
aspect.
back with you for years, dog. Let me tell you,
Yeah,
man. I've been wanting to do this for
yeah,
a long time, man, but it just wasn't time yet. And I was looking at
yeah.
our
Nah,
messages.
yeah,
It
yeah,
was like December 2019 or something. I was like, all right, Chico, we started Optimo Radio back in 2020, and then COVID
yeah.
hit. I almost died a fucking couple weeks later, though.
I
I
was
had got
ready. I was ready then. I was like, come on. I've just been
no, I know.
waiting on your team. You know what I mean?
I,
Waiting on it.
you
But
know, it's
everything
crazy.
happened for a reason, man.
It do. I got that. I looked at that. It was like 2 weeks after I sent you that message, man. I got a blood clot in my leg, and it really almost killed me, man. Like
I
I was in
remember you
ICU
mentioned that.
days. Yeah, and that was wild. And then
Mm,
COVID hit a couple months later, and then I was running my weed business. And when COVID hit in Oregon, they deemed cannabis as an essential industry, which is fucking crazy. And so my business went so crazy. I thought I was gonna I thought we had made it then, but then after everybody got the
yeah,
stimulus checks, man, inflation fucked the game up. But
yeah,
man,
fucked
I
it
thought
up, man.
it was going down, but. That was when I've been trying to get that going since 2019, man, and it's 2026. It took me that long, I should say. I know you've been ready, dog, and I just want to say thank
Yeah,
you. You're a real
I
dude,
stay
man.
busy. You saw me at work over the weekend, man. I
Oh yeah,
also
yeah.
had a blast with you at the Big Easy, man. We checked
Oh
out
yeah,
some
yeah.
live blues,
Yeah,
man. Like
man.
we could catch up again this weekend. I know you got to go, but we could go live again this weekend and
We can go
just
live.
reflect from trade day. From trade, well, actually, I'm gonna go to the screw day thing, so I'll give
Let's
you
catch up on
feedback from
Sunday.
that. So,
Let's catch
huh?
up on Sunday. And
Yeah, let's do that.
let's
Sunday
just go live.
swing edition.
And I apologize to our listeners. We weren't able to get a hold of Ronnie Spencer tonight. He was busy. Shout out to Ronnie Spencer, man. We're going to get back with him real soon and get him in the mix with us. Maybe we can get him here Sunday. We'll see. Much
Yeah,
love to the man, the legend, Ronnie Spencer, man. And he killed it at the show too. And I can't wait to talk to
yeah.
him about it. But Chico, thank you, man, for being a real dude and a real man and a man of God and holding it down for the people. And I'm excited to see you do more work, man. Get some shit with Smoke D. Holla at my cousin Ham if you ain't talked to him yet. He
No,
wants
I haven't
to.
talked to him yet.
Oh, I gave him your number. He'll call you. I'm gonna
Yeah.
give you.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
That'd probably be it.
Yeah.
Happen
Give me
fast.
his. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
ready to
I'll
work
hit
with
him
you,
up.
man. Chico does some amazing work. If you're an artist and you're looking to get some creative content, whether it be video, graphic design work, whatever it may be, Chico is one of the most talented people and easy people to work with that I've ever worked with. I worked with a lot of people, and a lot of people ain't that easy to work with. Chico is a good person, and if you're a douchebag, don't waste his time.
Yeah.
But if you're a real dude, man,
Yeah.
holla,
Real. Like Smoke D was talking about. Real. Recognize real.
real recognize
And
real. Keep that bullshit.
I know I could peep people. You
Yeah,
know, I
yeah, you
peep
already
people
know.
quick. But
Real
it is
recognize
what it
real.
is.
And shout
Yeah.
out to
It is
Smoke
what it
D,
is.
man.
We gonna
As hell. He's
Smoke
exactly
D.
as real as I thought he was, man. Well, maybe not exactly, even more real, man. Because man, wow, that was
Yeah.
Smoke D from
Yeah.
fucking Ride Dirty, man. That still trips me out because I mean, like, for real, that's like the man that album and those skits are so important to me, man. That shit's cool,
I
man.
like
That
when they
was
say Smanoke on the project. Yeah.
yeah. You know, I was talking to him about
Smanoke.
this. I should have brought it up while we was on the air still, but now I was talking about that part where on that album he's like, "Give me some ass, some hands, some old yeah." And he was talking about I always thought he was talking about some dude getting some jail ass or something, you know. But he's like, "No, this time bitch." I was like, "Oh man, I had that. I didn't understand that."
Because it had that whole behind the
Yeah,
cell
you know,
the
Pimp
comp
C
that
had the line
that
back in the day on the first album. Pimp C had that line. He's like, I'll fuck your sister and your mama too. And if you lock down in jail, that shit might go for you. And I was always like, oh fuck, man. That was a hard line, man. I don't know. And then I heard that. I was like, man, you know, you get disrespected. That's what happened in the jailhouse, man. So that's why I try to stay up out of there. But man, shout out to
yeah,
Smoke D, man. That was a real conversation. And that's what we're doing here on The Real Deal is bringing y'all real conversations with real people. Y'all can have all that fancy fly bullshit on some other show, man. These are real people living real life, real struggles, real pain, real joys, real happiness, man. Just the real deal, man. And Chico, I'm glad you're here with me, man. It feels good. Optimo Radio, we're back in this hole, man. Y'all can't stop a real player
sir.
from shining. You know what I'm talking about? Because it's an unspoken grinding going on in this motherfucker, man.
Hey, yes, sir. Appreciate you, man. Go ahead and
Appreciate
handle your business, man, and whoever else want to holler at us and get on the platform, man. How can they reach out before you
you.
go?
Much love. And shout out to the chat, man. Dominic Mayweather, Little Chewy, of course, always showing love. My boy Static, man.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
your daughter,
shoot.
you got a daughter named Kyrie.
Kyrie, yeah, she taught.
She's
Yeah.
she's shouting us out
What's
in the
up,
chat too.
Kyrie? Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
man.
she gonna support.
Papa
She be on the
Chico, man.
unspoken.
On that unspoken grind. But
But
y'all stay tuned,
how
man.
how can artists get with you or producers or anybody, and how can they get with you for an interview?
Optimal Radio at Gmail. Ain't shit changed, man. Just shoot me a message, Optimal Radio at Gmail. Don't send me no whack music, please, though. Please, for the love of God. Send me something jamming, and I'll be like, oh man, who is this? I'm excited to
That
think.
that part hasn't changed. The camera came on, Ram, because we used to be behind internet radio, but the camera on now. But
Yeah.
same rules go to that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like we're
we
gonna
we
play
don't
the
have no
real.
time
We
for
gonna
bullshit, man. You come with the real deal, dog. If you got something special, holler at me, man. Otherwise, there's plenty of people out there you can pay $50 to play your song on, man. And this ain't it, you know. So much love to everybody though, and no matter who you are, man, you stay positive in your life. If you can spread positivity around yourself, man, and if the people around you can spread positivity, just imagine how the world can change, man. So just keep being a good person out there, man. Skip all the bullshit, man. Trust me, dog. You don't need it, man. And Chico can tell you, we don't need that bullshit around here, man. So one love to
need to
everybody.
move around.
Man.
Yes,
Keep it
sir.
moving, keep it grooving. If it ain't local, it ain't live. That was coined by Matt Grace. You know what I'm saying? And if y'all didn't know that, I just want to make sure everybody knows that, man. That's our slogan here. But Matt Grace, RIP, was the one who came up with that, man. And just want to make sure everybody knows, because man,
If it
Matt
ain't
Grace,
local, it
man,
ain't live.
it ain't local, it ain't live, man. Support local
Mhm.
artists and businesses, man, because we all we got, you know. One love.
That's
I
right.
see y'all when we see y'all, man. Much love. Peace.